All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the VOLT-INU Daily Dose over here in the Space Cabin. We are live also here on X. Feel free to come up here to the speaker panel here on X or leave a comment here in the comment section. So if you have any questions, we can help answer them. We're just trying to get the word out there. That's all we're trying to do. Moped, thank you so much for coming on up to speak right away, sir. I appreciate it. What you got? What you got, sir?
Well, to answer your question, I don't know what's going on. I just woke up, literally.
You just woke up. Hey, that's not bad. It's been busy. You're tired. You need some sleep. You were? Did you go to apparently Volt's a space that he was holding last night?
Yes, I did, and the tension was in the air. The anxiety was rampant. Everybody's excited. Like if you've been in the spaces, if you've been following everything that's been going on, you just know something's coming. It's going to be a big day.
Yeah, he turned a switch on. Something happened because all of a sudden you see all this volume, you see a ton of volume, and then all of a sudden something happens with SparkBot. And all of a sudden we're like, wait a second, what's going on? He's been saying people are going to volt without even realizing it. We know we got a partnership with OKX. Could they be using it? And the people buying, they don't even know they're using it. Or what is going on? The amount of buys, the amount of money these people are spending is not the retail investor, the normal everyday person amount. We're talking thousands of dollars. We're talking $4,000 plus at a time. Easy. You can look at the Etherscan, you'll see that. But you're seeing some sells as well. But hey, we needed to cool off. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the cool off right now because then the Vault Army can jump back in and make more because to build their bag, because we know what's coming up. Valtoshi even said it in his tweet, but I want to know what Stevie has to say. Stevie, what's up, Stevie? How are you doing?
I'm vaulted.
You're vaulted? You sound vaulted. Did you drink caffeine or did you any caffeine?
I did, yeah. I'm drinking like my second cup right
now. Moped, you can kind of tell, right? You can kind of tell when Stevie has caffeine.
Oh yeah. By the dip.
What gave that away?
It's always the first. Yeah, whenever Stevie comes up with that squeaky toy, that is like a key cardinal sign that Stevie has had caffeine already.
That means somebody left him at the house unattended.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I've been living alone for a long time. It's probably not healthy, but it's fun.
Oh, wow. I have a comment over here in the Space Cabin. Somebody says, hello, everybody. I'm VOLT-INU holder from Seoul, Korea. Vault Army in Korea. Awesome. Within 4 days, I've made 40K buy and sell repeatedly from VOLT-INU in Korea. Let's go, Vault Army. Well, that is really awesome. But hey, my question is, where have you been buying and selling? Have you been using SparkBot? Or I'm just curious. And I know the Vault Army is as well over here in the space and the rest of the Space Cabin. Where have you been buying it? I'm curious. What do you think, Moped?
SparkBot.
I think so too.
I think everybody has seen what's been going on, the accessibility, the speed. I think SparkBot is the number one choice, and it was one of the biggest surprises we got because it came out of nowhere, and it's taken X by storm.
He said, he's been saying, hello, use SparkBot, know how to use it inside and out. He gave this to us months ago, and don't forget what we've been saying. At this point, at this point, if you haven't used it, you haven't made a small purchase to DCA or check out a limit order of $50 by now, then in my opinion, there's something else going on, because you've had enough time to accumulate even enough money for a small bag. So really ask yourself, what is going on? Why haven't I used this yet? Because I guarantee you there's some of my friends that haven't used it, and it's because they feel intimidated. Go watch those tutorials if you have to, 20 times, one of them. Pause it, take notes, whatever you got to do. Go in the voice chat, ask questions. I heard the guys and girls answering questions all weekend. So, I don't know. SparkBot's where it's at. I don't like to trade anywhere else. I actually don't trade anywhere else. But let me tell y'all something. The eyeballs that have been on us is insane. We got, let me see, apparently Vault, he had his space. It's called After Hour Vault 2 years, because we got our 2-year anniversary coming up. Super stoked about it. He did this, I think it's like 2:15 a.m. Central Time. It's early. It's freaking early. 2, 3, something like that. He had 313 people that tuned into that. That is a lot of ears and a lot of eyeballs seeing VOLT-INU. Then on the next tweet, he says, Valtoshi said, "What's the last crypto you traded on VoltiChange or SparkBot?" Now, I had to tell y'all something, a little experience that I had, an unpleasant experience I had actually here in the space. I was like, damn, really? Well, I'm glad the Vault Army is not like this. I'm glad that, we're very accepting and we have utilities out here. Well, I saw a community tell their people to not trust outsiders. I heard a community leader tell their community to just stay focused on what they're doing, nothing else, no utilities, nothing out here can help them. Like, just straight up, no, no, no. I'm like, I don't think that's that wasn't a good message that came across to me. I didn't think that was really cool, actually, and that turned me off. And I like the fact that it made me go back and think, because it's always good to take notes. It's always good to compare, because then you can see how much more of a gem you actually have. So we've been tagging other communities. I was tagging other communities. No likes, no reposts, which I'm okay with. Y'all know I don't care. But the point is the fact that that's not cool. That's not cool. The reason why it's not cool, I'll tell you why. Because for one, the Vault Army, we've been showing so much love out here. We've been getting, people have been talking about us. People have been making videos about us. People have been coming in our spaces, asking about us, getting invited places, because we're very inclusive. But that was not something that was very appealing. And I feel like we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat, and it's a small boat. The boat is very small. It's a very tight space. We can't move past each other without bumping into one another. So, what I appreciate in this community and from our developer is the fact that we are inclusive. I feel like we welcome people with open arms. Unless you're just coming in to be a jerk, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. But we notice the difference. We've been around for 2 years. We're definitely battle tested in every sense and form. But we have to keep in mind that these utilities are for other communities. If they're not going to use them, well, then what are they for? Right? We got to make sure that other communities know that we are welcoming. Maybe they've had a bad taste in their mouth from the past with other Vault Army members. I don't know. Maybe they've been hurt before. They need a hug. I don't know. But the fact is, we'll continue doing what we do. And I got to say, shout out to the voice chat, shout out to the Telegram, to the Vault Army members, always showing love, liking, reposting, and just being you. And Valtoshi leads by example. So thank you so much for that. Moped, what do you think about everything I just said right now? I know it's a lot.
I think a lot of people have a bad impression on cryptocurrency, but every day we're starting to see more validity across the whole board. We're starting to see news outlets, institutions, major asset managers, and it's becoming less and less of a bad perception. I think we're really starting to see a huge number of people want to learn more, and I think we're in the best position to help people because we have such a wealth of knowledge in these spaces. We have YouTube videos. We tweet so much. The tip of my thumb is sore.
Yeah. Oh, Moped. Oh, Stevie, you got your hand up.
Yeah, I wanted to piggyback on that. Once all these investment firms and Wall Street starts pumping money into the market over the next few years, it's going to be massive global adoption, and the new financial system is here, and it's crypto, and we are here super early.
Super early, and we're just happy and excited to share the news. So never be ashamed of your excitement for your future, because that's all you're trying to do is build for your future. And there's so much more to come. Y'all saw what happened, all the buys coming in from the VOLT-INU, the Vault Army tweeting out. I don't know, how many do we have? 20K tweets? I don't even know. I have no idea. All I know is I saw the Vault Army minimum every tweet was like 30, 35 reposts and up. Everybody was working this weekend. It did just start, Stevie. Y'all saw that switch turn on? It turned on, and it was wild. I got to bring up those buys and sells again. We got some new people in here, and in the space cabin. Y'all, let me tell you something. Those buys and sells, was that regular retail investor money? Who do you know at Christmas time? I'm just wondering. I mean, how many in here can raise their hand actually and say this? They know somebody they work with, or a lot of people they work with can drop 2K. 3, 4, 5 more during Christmas time. What switch was that? What did he do? OKX keeps partnering. Talking about, how we've partnered with them, with the vaulted green everywhere. They've been flirting with us. I think something might be going on with them. Maybe their people are using it. Maybe they don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it was wonderful. And then SparkBot, whoa, I guess SparkBot had a ton of volume. Like, whoa, you got to get those things worked out. Just like anybody else, just like Apple, just like, Android even has updates and things like that go on. So I'm glad that this is all happening now. Man, Moped, tell us what you think.
I think it's the smart money. I think they see what we have to offer, and they're slowly building in, because right now, I haven't looked at the price just yet. It'll take me 2 seconds. I'm looking, what is it like? We're on the road to $1. We're going to $1. And right now, if you buy, what is it, $1 for 46 million or
Whoa,
something like that?
That's crazy.
That's exciting. Like, why wouldn't you want to say, well, now hold on, there might be something here. They say they're going to $1. Let's see what they're all about. And then they open the link tree, and they're just doom scrolling. And it's like, wow, there's so much. NASDAQ. It's insane. And anyone who's got, put the pieces together realizes.
Oh no, Moped, you cut out at the end. They realize.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, you had a lag. I can hear it now. Okay. Yeah.
We got a lot going on. If you view our link tree, you'll see that we just have pages and just scrolling references. You know, you can you could make one of those Udemy college courses online just on Volt. We've spent multiple 24-hour spaces just discussing it, you know, feeling it out. There's so much to go on. I'm intimidated by the idea of just sitting down with somebody and telling them, if they say, tell me everything about Volt, tell me everything. I'm like, oh, geez. You're going to have to buy me lunch, you know?
Yeah, it's true. And oh man, Moped, you're right. There was a time whenever I was doing some like crypto updates, and you know, I'll plan on doing those again sometime soon, but and I would talk about just a couple other tokens, just crypto updates, Bitcoin, things like that. And oh shoot, I forgot where I was going with that, Moped. I'm so sorry, everybody. Hold on one second. I'm reading a comment over here. I'll remember what it was again. Hold on one second. This guy over here in the space cabin says, right now in Korea, hardly nobody knows about VOLT-INU coin yet. It's a new coin in Korea, just arrived. I'm very first VOLT-INU investor in Korea. Some people in Korea that saw VOLT-INU thinks it's some kind of an American meme coin that has to do with electric voltage related. Oh, that's cool. That's something really cool to know about. Hey, congratulations over there getting your bag of VOLT-INU. Go tell all your friends. That's what I'm talking about. International, everybody. We're everywhere, Moped.
I was about to say, I didn't think we were just strictly American.
No.
We're global.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Everyone's finding out about us. It's crazy.
I've seen a lot, and I mean I've seen a lot of well, on the spaces we've had Japanese, who was the Germans guys? We got a lot of Europeans. It's not just Americans. Have you seen how many channels, different language channels we have on the Volt Telegram?
And not just that, but on the website alone. You know, there's
I think in the Telegram there's like 14 different telegrams just for each language.
Whoa. That's a lot.
I think we're just more vocal here in America.
We're loud. We're loud. That's what everybody says. We're loud.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's just the way we are. But we don't represent the project solely. We're an army of many nations.
Yep. And growing. It's cool because our Spanish community every single week grows stronger and stronger. And I love it. We have more and more people coming out to, you know, our NFT space. Did y'all notice that Valtoshi was very busy? He's never done this before. Oh, somebody says, Daniel says Portuguese and vaulted. Valtoshi never does this. This is the first time. He was super busy that he forgot to put out our Mega Space NFT tweet. It's okay, Valtoshi. You were whatever you were up to. Trust me, sir, we were just fine. We could have held it, you know, the next day, whatever. But we got that tweet out. The Vault Army got that tweet out so quick. We did have a lot of people pop up at our show. I just got to tell y'all, that was great short notice. And that just shows the Vault Army strength, how many friends we've made out here, and how bad the connection is. Really, really bad, because Valtoshi lost 2 co-hosts that night. Not once, but twice. So we got to figure this out. Somebody out here, I know there's probably some, you know, Canadian Jin. There's probably somebody out here that knows how to make a better platform, please, because this is awful. We got a lot to talk about, and Elon is just not doing it for us. I got to talk about the burns over here. Let's talk about how there's 25% of the tokens burned Okay, he's popping and throwing everything up here. You know, the tweet before was, what's the last crypto trade that you've done on SparkBot? And then now this one, he's just throwing it all out there for everybody. Hold on one second, y'all. There it is. All right, so no one knows how low it can go, but everybody knows it's only down from here. Anybody reading that would be like, what? That sounds bad. What do you mean down from here? But it's our supply, everybody. It's our supply. Calm down. If you're new here, because we are hyper deflationary. If you have any questions, come on up here. Feel free. I'm super happy for our friend over here in Korea. You're awesome, dude. Good for you. Good for you. Moped, what was your favorite space this weekend? And then we'll go to Stevie. What was your favorite space and what did you learn?
Ooh, I think it was last night. And it wasn't necessarily that I learned anything new. It really surprised me how many people showed up in the late hours of the night. I think everybody's just really, pumped up. There's this big tension. The 2-year anniversary is not something to sleep on. We were built in a bear market, and we are one of the few projects that came out, roaring out of a 2-year anniversary. Lots of projects don't make it 3-6 months. And that's being generous to say 6 months. A lot of projects don't make it. I've watched a lot of, in the recent year, I've learned about pre-sales and stuff, and they're gone. There's only a handful. It's few and far between. And when you got a project where 300 people show up at 2:00 in the morning, that speaks for itself through action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because what did I say? Over 300, right? We just checked it. Over 300 people tuned in at that time. Moped, that's cool. I'm so glad you were there to witness that and hear that. That's so cool. I like that y'all go out there.
But just put on a great space the other day, and we covered we discussed a lot of topics and stuff. And I think it's wonderful. You have a project that everybody's contributing, no matter how much or how little. I think it's fantastic. You have a project full of members that recognize that each and every one of us are able to contribute and make a difference in our own way, whether it's knowledge we know that we can share, or it's a perspective, or a way another person words things that just really helps the individual click. Like they say, oh, I get it now. And some projects, you don't have that. They have a very exclusive board of members, and that's the only outlet of information. The Volt Army is crazy. We are tweeting, retweeting. I mean, I can't. I try to keep up. I'm up 221% on post engagement, but man, sometimes I just can't keep up with the Volt Army. I can't retweet all of them. It moves so fast. You stop for lunch, come back, and then you got 20 pages of tweets.
That is so true, everybody. If you're just tuning in, he is not exaggerating one bit. The Vault Army goes hard. Stevie. Yeah, we are pretty crazy. We definitely are. Stevie, what was your favorite space this weekend? What did you learn? I know they're all good, but your favorite.
I can't pinpoint any specific space. I think every space is equally volted and powerful, but it's just the awareness and the excitement is contagious. We're all feeling the vibes and the energy from one another, and we know what's coming soon, and it's just exciting. We've all stayed around this long, and we know what we hold, and I just look forward to the reflections we'll be getting, 5 years from now. I have probably 12 or 13 hardware wallets with different amounts set for different uses over the next 10, 20 years. But I just imagine what those reflections are going to be like, just the the staked reflections and VOLT-INU and anything else in the future that we'll be getting benefits from our NFTs, and who knows? There's going to be more things to have more earning opportunities in the future. So I look forward to the fluctuations in the market. Once we're over $1, our bags will be moving and shifting hundreds of millions of dollars, a week, and that'll be normal for a lot of us that have held. That's what I look forward to, those days where my bags are fluctuating hundreds of millions per week.
Oh, I like that. There were some swings, price swings. Y'all felt them. Y'all saw them. They were nice to see. We like them. Moped, what you got?
I just wanted to touch on what he said. If you think having like 13 wallets is crazy, you have to consider that Volt is designed to be hyper deflationary. And what that means is when the light switch is thrown, which we experienced just recently, that supply is not only going to be soaked up so fast, it is going to be burned and it will never come back. So the more wallets you have and the more you have squirreled away, I don't know if you've ever had like a wallet you forgot about, like maybe a third-party wallet on your desktop or on your phone. You open it up and you're like, whoa, I've got 10 million bonk. I've got 10 million dog. I forgot about this 30 million sheep. And when you when you find that stash, you are going to find a literal gold mine, because the supply will be gone. It will be inaccessible to many. And one of the greatest perks of being an early adopter is spending $1 and getting hundreds of thousands of coins, tokens. And man, in the future, when the exchanges soak up all that supply and so much has been burnt, and the only place you'll be able to get anymore is on exchanges, you're gonna be thankful that you found all that stash. Maybe there's a better way to word that, but it's exciting for sure.
Yeah, I wanted to say in the future, there's the DeFi is going to be, bought up probably around the time of the halving or shortly thereafter or shortly before. And we'll have to, buy from exchanges and then transfer back to our hardware wallets.
I wouldn't be surprised, because the whole burning is becoming a thing industry wide. And I would not be surprised when the first central exchange builds a product or builds a service strictly around DeFi. Like, I know that sounds crazy. Doesn't make sense. Why would a centralized be involved in DeFi? Because they want the volume. That's what drives exchanges. And, when you have a large supply and it's going to be gone, you're going to have to, that's a problem. And problems encourage solutions, and innovation is, the necessity. Innovation comes out during the moment of necessity.
I love that. I love it. It's kind of like when you back somebody into a corner, they're going to be forced to have to figure something out. I like that. I like that, Moped. Now, I want to take it back for a moment. Whenever I asked y'all what your favorite space was this weekend and what you learned, I want y'all to recognize that they both answered, and I know every single one of y'all here would also answer. Every single one of them was great. They were all just as equally vaulted and important, and I learned a lot. I love that. I love that, because it's true. We're all over the place. So always please go support one another. Go give each other a follow in here. Give each other a follow. I'm sure all y'all follow each other, but if there's somebody new in here, go give them a follow. I think it's super important that this Vault Army grows, and I see the activity has picked up. Of course, people are excited about our 2-year anniversary as well. So we're getting tons of looks. A lot of people turning their head. What is going on? What happened to that chart? What did Voltoshi do? There's no catalyst out. People are going to come in here. What's going on? We don't know. There was no catalyst. We just know he flipped a switch, everybody. He flipped a switch. And just like Stevie said, you can't wait. We all can't wait till we see those huge price swings. They're just going to be big ones. Like today, you'll probably see a dip. But just like Lucky said, I mean, y'all got to look at the chart last year too. Bitcoin, everything. It was the week of Christmas was the lowest point of 2022, I believe, last time that I had checked. But let's see here. Lucky says it's Christmas, so you will see the dip. And if you have extra money, now is the best time to DCA. Generation wealth takes time and patience. Voltoshi is still working. We vault. We don't stop until 50 billion market cap. I love it. It's true. That's the goal. And we're not stopping. We're not stopping at 250 million. Oh, no. That's when we get revved up. That's not even. Y'all saw how excited we got at 35 million market cap. 35, 40. That's crazy. It happened in such a short amount of time that you got to see exactly how it's going to feel. He gave you a little spark, a little shock. Here you go. You saw how it felt. Well, this is what's going to happen. We got, let me see, D-Man. I'm pulling up some more tweets. I'm pinning them up in the Voltitron, everybody. D-Man, he left. Okay. Let me see. Anybody else want to come up? Tell us, your fun thoughts, what you think that switch was or what might be going on. Some people might want to talk about it. Some people might not want to talk about it. But I know our friend over here in Korea, I got to tell y'all what he's saying. This is great. Hello. Someone from the small group that knows about Vault in Korea said, because of the thunder logo, which we always say is super cool. Look at all these freaking lightning bolts in here. Because of the thunder logo. There is a rumor that in the future, Elon Musk will use VOLT-INU in the Tesla car because of electric VOLT-INU. Now, we have talked about this before. We sure have. And VOLT-INU, or Elon Musk, has tweeted, some stuff out that kind of raised our eyebrows a little bit. Like, what? We don't like to go off of that because we see what one person can do to a project, can wreck it, can make it, whatever. We don't like that. We like to be self-sufficient and we like to just take care of ourselves. That's how Voltoshi likes it to be for us as well. But I mean, you can't knock that idea. That's for sure. D-Man, you came up here. What's up? What's going on, sir?
Hey, good morning, Space Chick. Good morning, everybody. Hey, just a little bit of research I was doing this weekend. It's interesting you mentioned that that individual that's in the space cabin is from South Korea. And I noticed a exchange Coin1 maybe 6-7 weeks ago popped up on our Ethereum, that blockchain, at about 200 billion. And I noticed them today. They're sitting at about 675 billion. And they're ranked, I think, in the top 50 on CoinMarketCap. And I went to the exchange. I see VOLT-INU's listed there now. And I noticed they're not on our DEX list. And I think they arbitrarily listed us and nobody knew about it. I don't see them on our list. I don't ever remember hearing about them, but I see they're strictly South Korea. So maybe that's where this person, I'm curious to see where they bought their Volt. Maybe that's what happened, because I just noticed they shot their share count up in the last week and a half from 200 billion to 650 billion. And they're listed right there next to Max and whatnot on our Ethereum blockchain. So maybe that's where the South Koreans are now looking at Volt. Just something to look at maybe when you guys have time to do research.
D-Man.
You guys have a good day.
No, D-Man, you're right. He said that's exactly where. In Korea, Coin1. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so yeah, so they look like a tier 2. Trading volume today is about 900 million, 100 million, but they're listed in the top 50 on CoinMarketCap. So I think they listed us, and nobody said anything because they're not on our list. So just something maybe we should add them.
VOLT-INU. What are you doing?
I think there is a language barrier, even though we have like 14 telegrams. Now, I don't know if that's an exact number. Don't quote me, but I know it's over 12 for sure. And we had that partnership with the translator in the telegram, and I haven't heard anything else about it, but I've seen the post. Like, if you go in our telegram and you type in a different language, it automatically translates it to English and backwards. I think it's dependent on the settings, what your profile set up as your primary language or something like that. So I think since that has happened, I've noticed multiple languages, and I wouldn't be surprised if that has been like a catalyst in itself in spreading the word and reaching, way more markets. And maybe that's maybe that's where the Korean markets are starting to pour in now, because I haven't noticed any Korean like chatter in the telegram and like tweets or X posts and stuff. So that's bullish. We're expanding, we're growing out, and that I welcome it, because we are an inclusive project and we invite everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are inclusive. Let's go ahead and repeat that. Yes, we are. I'm reading about it. I have it pulled up here in the space cabin over here, everybody, in CoinMarketCap. D-Man, I love that you came up here and, we're talking about this. The past 24-hour volume, over 84 million. All right, let's see here. Yep, South Korean crypto exchange. All right. It was created with a focus on clients from Asian territories. Okay, let's see what else. Talks about the founders. I'm going to go ahead and leave this link. Hey, y'all, go do your research on this. I'm going to do some research on this. Maybe I can come back tomorrow and we can talk about it some more. I don't know what bomb could happen tomorrow. I don't know what could go on tomorrow. Honestly, I have no freaking idea. VOLT-INU has this going on. He didn't tell us. He tells us like everything. So, but he doesn't, but he does. But this one's different because it already came out and he didn't tell us. That's the thing. That's the odd thing. That's an interesting thing right there with it. And we know a switch was flipped on, and then now there's updates or something going on. And that volume that came in, we've been telling y'all. I got my bag of Cheetos already in mind. I like Cheeto Puffs. Honestly, Cheeto Puffs are my favorite, but you got crunch. I'm going to put a poll out. Y'all want crunchy Cheeto Puffs or the popcorn ones? Because I guarantee you we're going to be eating Cheetos. I'm going to be so happy eating Cheetos on that space because there is something going on. You saw that volume coming in. We told y'all a ton of ETH can be dropped all at one time. You're going to see the buys and sells. We want to see the volume. Some people that are new here might be kind of freaking out with the sells. Now, D-Man, if you're available to talk, sir, can you let the people out here know why it's so important to have buys and sells on the chart?
Yeah, even though, again, the fact doesn't sell, it indicates that there's
I think you're in the blockchain.
Oh no, D-Man, you're in the blockchain.
Can you guys hear me?
There we go. It's a little better.
Can you hear me now? Okay, so
much better.
Thanks. You get volume. That's what you want. It sparks attention. It's healthy on the chart, and it gets people talking. When you've got a token that's not doing anything, obviously that's not good. And when you have a token that's just going up, obviously you're going to have people that are going to be waiting for it just to fall right back down. So it's a healthy stair climb. It indicates you're going to have people that buy and sell for long. You're gonna have people that short term. You got day traders. You got all kinds of things. So it spurs the activity. It's almost like like a fast food restaurant. If everybody just went in and ordered the same thing, that's boring. You got a little bit of everything. So it generates a lot of activity. It's volume, and that's what the exchanges like to see. They like to see volume. The more volume we've got going on, buys and sells, the more eyebrows get raised, and the more these exchanges go, hey, we're going to make some money off these guys. So this is a good thing. That's what they love to see on their exchanges.
Ooh, nice, D-Man. Nice. You cut out at the end, sir, in the blockchain. But damn, D-Man's on fire with that one. Moped, you got your hand up, sir. What you got to add to that?
I wanted to touch on what D-Man said. Buying and selling is healthy. For anyone who's new to the crypto space, in my early years, when I was first learning about crypto and trading and buying, I fell for the scams. I took mine on the chin, and I fell for pumps and stuff like that, and you could buy but you couldn't sell. So when I see volume, like D-Man is explaining, that is a sign that you have that ability to get out when you feel like you are ready. You're not just buying into, you're not buying into a hole. And once you're in there, you're stuck. You can't get out. So it's very healthy for a project. I think it brings validity. You got to be able to do that. There's a lot of projects out there that just doesn't have the ability, or they lock everything up, and then now you're committed, and it's no different from staking. And not everybody wants something like that. They want something that they can get in and know that they'll be able to get out of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like how you put that, because that's exactly what it feels like. Whenever you get stuck in a project, you're like, oh, this is going to do good. This is going to be a fun short play. I'm going to get in, get out, strong community. This is going good. And then you're stuck. That is exactly what it feels like. You hear, oh, okay, you're going to be a community member. Now this is a new token, just came out. Now you're a community member. Run. Go with a project that's already battle tested. It's already at that point in the game where you're just like, you need to, none of this is financial advice, but those blue chips, that's the way to go. And that's why we look at VOLT-INU, this project, as a blue chip, because it is a blue chip with all the utilities we have to offer. The entire space, everybody out here, if you're from a different cryptocurrency project, you're from a different project, you need to add that widget for VOLT-INU. Burn the hell out of your supply. Why wouldn't you take that opportunity to do something badass like that? I'm just curious. If you don't, why? Moped, what you got? You got your hand up, and then we'll go to Walter Draco.
Yeah, that's another thing I absolutely love about Volt. A lot of projects are just strictly business, all suits and, turned up noses, and people are afraid to say certain things. Things could be misconstrued some way or something. Volt has this great variety of walks of life. We have a lot of people from different fields with lots of experience in different areas, but you don't have to have a specific vocabulary to speak to be involved, to come up here and ask your questions. You don't have to have the exact terminology. There's really a human element here, and I think that's part of what makes us the people's crypto, because it's for everybody, not just someone who has a degree or that's really what I wanted to say.
Yes, Moped, thank you so much for pointing that out, sir. Yes, definitely, because you know what? You got questions. Every question is important. Every single one of them. I'm going to bring up Boss Fam. You dropped off. I'm going to invite you to speak. We got Walter Draco up here, and then Just Philosophy. What you got, Walter Draco?
Hello, Space Chick. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for bringing me up. I'm happy to be here. And this is an amazing space. Thank you all the VOLT fam for coming in and join to learn more about the project. And first of all, thank you and thank you to Watoshi, our beloved there. Like I said before many times, Watoshi is a time traveler. He's paved the way 3 months, 6 months, a year ahead of everything else. And then you find out, oh, things just happened. Yeah, Watoshi already done that many months ago. And that's why I say Watoshi is a time traveler, and I don't know which planet he's from. Anyway, I would thank him so much. Thank you, Watoshi. And thank you to D-Man for your amazing research on that. And this is my only my opinion. And for me, I think that's why, our chart been coming up for no reason, because those people are sneaking in and loading up the supply. And the thing is, because we are a zero tax token right now, so it is a fair game for them to just come in and sneak and gobble up our supply and bring it back to their exchange. That's the reason. Because if we have a tax on our token, they have to talk to Watoshi to deal with the coding and the taxes. But zero tax, they just sneak in and they take whatever they want. And so for our investor like us, don't sleep on it. They might come in the middle of the night and they just buy a few trillion and then you go. And that's going to be a shock. Don't be shocked. Maybe this is just the beginning. I'm sure others will follow the same thing. Thank you, Spacek, and I'm continue to listen. Thanks everybody for joining in. Thank you.
Thank you, Walter Draco. We appreciate you coming on up, sir. We love you. Yeah, thank you, D-Man, for doing the research on this. We knew something happened. Something went on, but coin won with our friend here in the space cabin. And D-Man, now they gave us food for thought, even more so. Let me read what he says over here in the space cabin. He said that, yes, VOLT-INU in Korea, the price of the coin VOLT-INU just went up 400%. Wow. Up in 2 days. And I sold it. Made almost 400% plus. Then it just went down. Repeatedly up and down. So small group of people in Korea. Barely people finding out about it. Well, hey, congratulations to you for making that awesome play. Bring it back home. Bring it back to Vault. You just saw it getting started, sir. I'm glad you're super stoked about VOLT-INU. You can tell. You can tell he or she is super excited. So thank you so much. I'm glad you made that. But he's saying, let me see here, coin one. I mean, we never know who we're talking to here, y'all. You never know. Coin one started talking about VOLT-INU, saying, what is that Thunder logo coin? What is that? New doggy coin from America? Some Koreans are saying VOLT-INU may be new secret coin related to Elon Musk. Tons of people love anything to do with Elon. People are all over it. They're like, wait a second. Hey, you never know. You never know. We got Just Philosophy up here. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on up. And then Boss Fam, Just, what you got for us today, sir?
Hello. How's everyone doing? Thank you, Spacek, for allowing me to come up. It's so bullish. We are at an excellent spot. I want to congratulate that investor over there on Coin One. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Great luck to you. Hopefully, Volt will provide to you all that you hope and dream for, just like it's going to do for a lot of us here. We're nearing the 2-year anniversary. It's right. We're at right at the doorstep. So we should all be thankful and grateful for that. The lights are still on. The utilities are still working. We have a vibrant project. All things are looking good. All systems are a go. So we're blessed to be able to say, 2 years in the making, 2 years strong, Volt Army strong. And we look forward to another 10 years. We look forward to another at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So congratulations to everyone. You made it this far, so let's keep it going. Let's definitely keep it going. I plan on hosting a space after the Spanish space tomorrow, just a celebratory space. I was saying something longer, but it'll just be a regular space, just as a celebratory space for VOLT-INU. So to cap off all the spaces, so it'll be at the end of the day after the Spanish space. We're gonna do that. So everyone is invited to share their story about VOLT. It's a community space, so feel free to come and share and be bullish. But Space Chick, thank you for all the work you've done over this time frame. This community, this project wouldn't be the same without you. And thank you to everyone else who's been rocking with us for the duration, through the ups and the downs. And buckle up, we got more work to do. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time, but we're gonna accentuate it with work. We're gonna we need to be trending on our anniversary. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be a cherry on top to be trending on our Annie? So let's make sure we get the tweets up. 62 tweets right now. And let's just do the damn thing. Thank you, Spaceship.
Thank you, Just Philosophy. I love when you come up here. I love that you are like, no, we're doing a space on our anniversary. We're going to trend. This is the type of attitude you have to succeed, but you gotta keep up the stamina the whole time. You can't just come in tweeting 100 tweets whenever we're at 35 million market cap, 40, and the green candle just keeps going. If you want to, that's fine. That's fine. Just get your bag and sit back and chillax. But I will tell you, this will go so much faster if we all just do it together. And the fact that we're going to have that space tomorrow, I know Voltoshi appreciates that. We have so much to talk about anyway. I hope we have a full speaker panel up there, and I agree. I would love to hear more from people, not just in that space tomorrow, but the spaces here, my space, y'all's spaces, everybody's spaces, what your story is. Every single one of y'all has a story, and how you found VOLT-INU. Why are you here every freaking day? Why? I want to know. I see y'all all the time. You know my story. A lot of y'all do. I want to know yours. Voltoshi wants to know yours. We want to know, because trust me, we are here for each other. It gets crazy, but we're in this together. And I was thinking, how do you get so many people in general in life, any amount of people to get together to agree and do something and move in one direction? How do you do that? How does anybody do that? When they speak the same language. And the language I'm talking about is pushing forward, wanting something more in your life, working. We understand the feelings. We understand how to bring somebody up. I know you just punched in. I know, it's okay. You're going to get through the day. Or I just clocked out. Yeah, we're excited. We get it. We feel that. We understand that. That's why Voltoshi said that VOLT-INU is the people's crypto. Boss fam, what you got, sir? How are you doing today?
Hey, how's it going, Space Chick? Well, thank you for always hosting the spaces Monday through Friday. This whole year, it's going to be one of the beautiful most moments in my life, my lifetime, because I'm in a project where innovation is a must, change is a must, and a token that has never had a chance to run. A great community, solid backbone community, great developer that's all about the future and all about, involving, I think, all you guys that are in here, I want to salute to you. You made it this far. I'm going into my second year. Everything that Otoshi has done and said has been developed. We all got a little taste of what this run could be, or a little sneak peek of what a VOLT-INU run with this token could do once that switch is flipped. we have a lot of bullish news all over crypto space. Actually, I seen Bitcoin Magazine dropped an advertisement. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it. Look at it. Even Michael Savage tweeted about it. It's just letting you know, those that are here that are new, or maybe never heard about crypto, you're interested to do your research on Bitcoin, a white paper, learn the history of Satoshi Nakamoto, and then I encourage you to compare it to VOLT-INU and what VOLT-INU has done, what Satoshi's doing with the project. And those that have bought to your bag, salute to you, hats off. Don't just stop there. Get to know the utilities. Get to know the roadmap. Get to know everything that's been developed so far as yet. This is just the beginning of what it's going to become in the future of VOLT-INU. You know, I see a lot of great things. So you can see in that Bitcoin Magazine, then posted that video, just letting you know that the world's getting adopted little by little. The whole world is going to get it. They're going to have to adopt Web3. Most of the technology like IRMBE, what else? All these different technologies that we have in Web2 eventually have to shift into Web3, because in Web3 you have more ways of building and more ways of messing with the technology. And what Satoshi's building is an amazing project here in Web3, which is decentralized, no media man or middle person. So you're in a great project, man. You know, we have a DAO here. You know, Satoshi doesn't do anything unless it goes through the whole community. Oh, this is the people's token. You know, we are his voice. We are his hands. We are his feet. We are his body. All you guys make this body is this project. You know, hats off to you, man. I was doing a little research, and I know Scorpius posted about it. And CoinMarketCap, VOLT-INU is actually listed on AI, cryptocurrencies that have AI and data technology, and we're in the top 100, one of those top 100 tokens. Also, we are in the gamification, and I'm pretty sure we will be listed. VOLT-Chain should be listed, and I'm pretty sure we're in the future as a DEX, you know, because we're seeing OKX integrated into their wallet as an extension through the browser, and they put out a bullish article, you know, once they did that. So to me, everything that Satoshi's developed, it's about innovation and getting things better and bettering the crypto user experience easier and the tip of your finger. So I can just imagine both here in the next 2-3 years, it's going to be so much easier as using the app on your phone, similar to ordering an Uber car, similar to ordering DoorDash, similar to you just waking up, checking your emails. VOLT is going to be that one crypto that's going to change the whole gaming, the way you play games, the way you do trades, the way you just do everything in Web3. And this is going to be the hottest crypto that everybody's going to want to do, is going to want to have a piece of it in your portfolio, because with just having a bit, you can do so much, even the NFT itself. But just bringing value to the NFT, bringing value to the game. It's changing the whole way you play games, the whole way you trade. You know, having a bot in your Telegram as you chat, and the bot is doing the work for you. You know, just making your whole crypto experience easy. And I think all you guys that are here early at this early stage, man, are going to be wealthy, very wealthy. No matter how big your bag is, how small your bag, Satoshi is going to make that happen. You know, because our token is hyper deflationary. We are burning from left to right. You go to sleep, that token is being burnt. VOLT-Chain is going to get adopted by a lot of these exchanges, just as OKX is, you know, putting it out there. The economy is posting out that, you know, you can buy its native token through the VOLT-Chain, which is so much more. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Binance or Crypto.com or Coinbase, you know, start buying up in different type of wallets. You know, I always had speculated myself, all these buyers that came in just back to back, and I couldn't even see the chat, you know, if these guys are loading up. I mean, look at the value. We gone up in value in the past 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, we gone up 79% up, 11 million. If you look at the centralized exchanges, the volume was like 8-point-something million. And we're listed in 100 and something plus exchanges. That volume is going to come. Once all these bigger exchanges see all that volume coming into VOLT-INU, they're going to want a part of that volume. They're going to want part of the piece of that. So, guys, buckle up, enjoy your ride. If you haven't ordered your VOLT-card, order it, get it now that it's on the low price. Don't wait until 200 million volt tokens is like $300, $400, $500. Then you're gonna have to order your card and then wait for the KYC process if you want the physical one. But again, you know, you got that also virtual one. But it's nothing like having a piece of your project in the hands or in your wallet. To me, that's really bullish. But yeah, shout out to you, Space Chick. Shout out to everybody here in the speaker panel. Thank you, Motoshi, once again, man. You're the best. You're the GOAT. Motoshi, man, you're not gonna find a dev like Motoshi, man. You know, even my experience here in this project where I like accidentally sent coins to a wrong wallet, Motoshi has helped me out and sent them back to me, and to choose what chain do I want it in. You're not gonna find a dev like does that, man. You know, or says good morning to you every single day on the Telegram or here on Twitter. You're not gonna find that, man. Man, I actually like. I feel safe. I feel at home when I'm here with all you guys. You know, so if you're new, you know, check out the website, check out the link tree. You know, come into the spaces, come into the Telegram if you have any questions. You see Motoshi, he joined all, like you guys were saying, he joined the whole Telegram because he wants this token worldwide. He wants this token to go all global. And I know that we are going to make it, guys, as long as we hold and as long as we diamond hand and believe Motoshi's vision. Motoshi's going to rescue us from wherever place you are in life. He's going to set you free, man. Shout out to all you guys.
Thank you, boss fam. Thank you so much. Man, he just gave y'all green pills right there. A bunch of them. Moped, you got your hand up. You got anything to add with that?
Yeah, I wanted to mention, I tried to pull it up, but it cut out the app. It not disconnected, but it stopped the space from. But we were featured the #1 token on CoinMarketCap in the GameFi, and man, think about we launched our game earlier in March this year, and we became eligible for nomination for Game of the Year on Steam, and we're the only NFT Steam, NFT crypto game on Steam, and this project is just going so far and wide. It's just splitting in every direction, and it's so huge you can't encompass it all. And like Bossman was saying, the utilization of AI, and earlier this morning, and apparently Volt's space, I lost what I was going with that, but man, I see this project as it's developed for every specific problem that you find in crypto. Voltoshi has developed a solution, and it's like a modular system. Every utility works on its own, but when you combine them together, they complement each other, because it's almost like they were designed specifically to work together, like an ecosystem. I just answered myself, but just think about that, what's coming, and we don't know everything that's coming. It's mind-blowing. I tried to pull it up on CoinMarketCap, but we were the #1 coin by market cap, or token by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and that is bullish. That is, I mean, in writing, in text, we have a lot to show for where we've come, and we haven't even seen our first bull run. The adoption is going to be exponential.
We got D-Man up here. D-Man, and then we'll go to Walter Draco, because I know D-Man's at work. D-Man, what you got?
Hey, real quick, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
Black blockchain. Okay, real quick, just to talk about scarcity, I was just looking at the numbers. KuCoin sitting at just about 1.4 trillion shares now. Gabe is now back up to a trillion. These guys scooped up a lot of shares, and it was 1.1. So I started thinking about, on that list where we're looking at the chops, looking for the T-Rex, looking for the .com.
You're in the blockchain, sir.
You're going in the blockchain, D-Man.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It's like cutting in and
Can you
out.
hear me? Oh, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. Don't move.
Okay.
Stick your arm out, your leg out.
Real quick.
Okay.
Real quick. Like the coin ones, I think of them like the Velociraptors that came out of nowhere in the middle of the night and took almost 1 trillion shares. So you start talking about the scarcity. We're so focused on the big T-Rexes, we aren't looking at the bushes at the Velociraptors coming in the thief in the night and taking shares. And we don't know how many exchanges there are. I didn't even know Coin One existed. So think about that. All these exchanges all over the planet that could come in and just take our shares from us. You guys better be dollar cost averaging now, because as again, like I said, we're looking for the big exchanges at some point, but we're not paying attention to the ones we don't even know are there. Keep that in mind.
And that's because Bob kept bringing up last week too, like, check the exchanges. We got to hit up the other exchanges too. We got to have them show some love and this and that. And then now here we got this we didn't even know about. I got to say what our friend Nice Hash Login says here in the Space Cabin. Coin One is a top holder. They have been buying for the last 5 months. Top 11 holder. Damn. Volter Draco, what you got, sir?
Thank you, Space Chick. I really want to piggyback on Moped just mentioned. I think like a few months ago, 3, 4, 5 months ago, when I first on your space, and I mentioned that Watoshi, it's just like an orchestra, right? You go into a symphony. This is before you go into a symphony show. Each individual instrument is played by itself. But when the time comes, when all those instruments are in one room, and then you will hear a spectacular music. So exactly what Moped just mentioned, I kind of worked differently way back, and I think you remember that. So that's why I always say that Watoshi is a time traveler. I don't even know which planet he's from. He knows things 6 months, a year ahead of the problem before it arrived. Watoshi already have a solution for it. And I want to piggyback on Boss Fam's mention about this. And this is the reason why that I'm always spinning, and I'm always, scared. When I see the price pump, I say, oh my God, I want to DCA some more. I've been DCAing for almost 2 years now. But there is never enough volt. Because if you look at the way Watoshi create this coin, we mentioned before, for me, Volt is my Bitcoin. I don't invest anything else except Volt. For me, I'm not biased. You can call I'm biased, but I compare to many different projects. What do they have to offer to me, right? Some projects don't even have a utility, and they promise, and they never keep their promise. Watoshi doesn't promise. He delivers one utility after another, one after another. And each utility alone is huge. It's giant utility. He saw a problem not just for Volt. He saw a problem the whole crypto community. And all the community, they would love to have that problem solved. And you can see that they come all the time. They come to us. Look at VOLT-chain. We have over 200 projects is listing a VOLT-chain, and many more to come. So Boss Fan mentioned about the exchange coming out. We have over 100 exchange, and they holding a minimum amount of Volt because there's not a lot of trading going on. But when the bull market come, those exchange, they're going to come and cry for more Volt. Could you imagine? You have over 100 exchange. Right now, they only hold bare minimum. But when the masses coming in, they all want more Volt. And we have over 10, 15 more top tier. They didn't even list it yet. They are empty. They didn't even hold any Volt, right? and you got VOLT card, later on, let's say Volt, when Volt pump, you go to the billion, we probably have like 3, 4, 500,000, a million holder like Shiba. And could you imagine when they become rich, they need to off-ramp their money. Where they're gonna go? They're gonna have to use VOLT card, and 400,000, 500,000, a million people just for the Volt alone. I'm not talking about the whole crypto, just for the Volt investor alone. Could you imagine how many tokens that we've been locked up? When you hold a card, you're not gonna sell that because when you sell that, your card is gone. So Satoshi is a genius, right? And that's why I'm spinning and Volt. Like I say, Satoshi always come in 3, right? For me, I always come in 3 also. Volt, and more Volt. That's my 3. Thank you.
Ooh, Walter Draco. He's bullish. Stevie, you had your hand up first. What you got?
We're all going to be living off these reflections and just a fraction of the reflections. And a lot of the reflections we don't need to spend are going to just keep going into more staking pools forever and ever.
Moped, you're next.
I just want to touch a little bit on what Walter Draco said and what Stevie just said. I do think Voltoshi's a genius, and the reason being is because he has made it so simple. He has made it so accessible to the common person who hasn't even if you've ever used Telegram, if you've ever texted, you can use the SparkBot. And you don't need a college education to set up your VOLT card. There's not a mountain of forms you have to fill out. It's simple. Simplicity is genius. And what Stevie said, man, I could ramble on this, but it's so, in addition to being so simple and accessible, we have had a moment. Yeah, I dropped it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I go off left and right into space all the time, and y'all always got me, so no worries, Moped. Whenever you remember that. Boss man, quit putting hundreds. Oh, are you putting hundreds for Moped?
Put 100 because I'm looking at the Dexter, the pools on Ethereum, and we were at 3-point-something trillion. We're already now at 2.87, so the supply is getting needed as we speak. So don't let these changes get those before you do, man. You have the opportunity to pick and choose what part of the beautiful table that you have set up in front of you. So it's like you're digging in, get your bag filled, man. DCA, load them up, don't over-leverage yourself. And as for deflationary token, this supply is only going to last as much as whatever it's on those pools and the exchanges hold. So, shoot, this is your Bitcoin, my Bitcoin.
Yes, VOLT-INU is my Bitcoin as well. I'm glad you came in here with that. Thank you, Boss Fam. We have a new speaker up here, everybody. We got Vault It or Wreck It. I'm going to assume your name is Sean. Sean, hi. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well. I'm extremely excited for this week. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited too. I've been a holder since a few weeks before the V1 migration. It was that V1 migration and that little pump after that kind of got my attention in Volt and got me much more invested in the token, and I've been here ever since. But it's for me, I've been in the crypto space, about 3 years now, and I was just like most of everybody that's here, employee 401k, and just looking at my 401k one day, I was just disappointed as far as what that's going to look like in 30 years. And I just decided that, it was time to do something different. I didn't want to be trapped into the working 9 to 5 every day until I'm 65 and then not get to enjoy myself in retirement. So I emptied my 401k and thought I could do better in crypto. And while I have done better, just like everybody else in their first part of their crypto journey, you make bad plays. But I found Volt, and I've been here for almost the last 2 years, and it's been a breath of relief knowing that, I feel safe somewhere, that I can park my money and I know I'll wake up tomorrow and it's still there. For me, this is my opportunity out. It's my opportunity to get out of the matrix. And, for me, it's not about money. It's about freedom of time. I'm tired of giving my time to somebody else that doesn't appreciate it. And I'm just at a point where, I've got a wife and 3 children at home that, I'm the breadwinner. My wife has suffered some seizures, so she had to leave her employment a couple years ago. And, that was a 6-figure income. And, while my salary does take care of the family, that's pretty much all it does. It takes care of the family. But, there's not many vacations and things like that. And I'm at a point in my life, man, I can't fail. I just can't. I have too many people counting on me. And I'm just at a point where I'm tired of punching the clock and being just a number. If I'm gone today, my job's going to be posted in 3 days, but the people that matter most to me are going to be the ones that miss me the most. So I just want my freedom back, and I'm praying and hope that Volt can give that to me. That I can retire in my mid-40s and just enjoy my family. I say the number one thing I want to do when I retire and step away is I just want to get up one morning and take a walk with my wife. That's it. I just want to be able to, I live in a nice neighborhood. I just want to be able to take a walk with my wife and not worry about what the day brings. Not worry about my bank account, not worry about what needs to be done. Just be able to get up and do what I want. That's it. That's what I'm hoping that Volt brings for me. That's real, man. That's as real as it gets. I cannot fail.
I want to say something about that. I'm right there with you, Sean. I feel like I have to provide. I have to be the provider. I feel like I have to pull through. I have to come up with a solution to get. I've been working since I was 14. When I started working, I was making $6 an hour. And, I always had the aspect that I would get a better job, go to school and everything. And I did. And I made many accomplishments. And my earning potential has exponentially increased from, $6 an hour, of course. But the thing is, you squirrel away all this money in your 401k, and the macroeconomics like inflation and policy changing at the whim of a pen, and next thing you know, your 401k just appreciated 20%. It's that you reach a point, you're like, man, my family is counting on me. They need that. Even if my wife doesn't say anything, she knows that I'm going to come up. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to provide for my family. I'm going to come up with a solution. And I couldn't do the 401k. I couldn't work for 30 years. And a lot of people don't even make $1 million in their lifetime. And the way things were going, there has to be a better way. And I did delve into crypto, and I learned the earning potential, and it just far vastly outweighed it. So I said, man, I got to get into this. I got to learn how to do this. And it's an option. It's an option. And boy, oh boy, when you can get it right, when you can find that right project that has proven itself to provide for you. You can go to work, you still do your job and everything, but you have that on the back burner cooking. It's building. And when you have a dev that shows up every single day, has proven themselves, and their project is battle tested for 2 years, I have more faith and confidence in that than a 30, 40 years with one company that could let you go without a 2-week notice.
Absolutely.
You got some people here in the space cabin, y'all. They agree. They're going through the same struggle. We all with you, bro. Some wives, some husbands think, we're wasting time, wasting money. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's Christmas time. We got to get this stuff for the kids. We got to do this and that. They're looking at you sideways right now. I can guarantee a lot of y'all are getting those side looks. You're hearing the comments, under their breath. It's all right. It's okay, because they will see. They will see you're trying to do nothing but better everybody's life. You really are. That's all you're trying to do, and that's what you are doing, DCAing. It may take a while. It may take a minute, but it's worth it. And that's why tomorrow, what you got, Moped?
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was one of those people that, I was taught and raised to keep my nose down to the grindstone, work hard, and it'll pay off. But it just, with the rate of inflation, everybody's seeing the Home Alone grocery list posts, and it's just, life is outpacing a hard work ethic. And there comes a point where you just have to stop and say there has to be a better way. And of course, I'm biased. I'm in VOLT, but we have a dev that created a better way, and it's accessible to everybody. And I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not educated very much in the financial aspect, but I can tell you what, Voltoshi has laid it out so simple. Look at the roadmap, compare it to what other projects are doing, and you realize you have a gem here. You got something when you have it in your hand. I was always taught you can't trust nothing until you have it in your hand, and Voltoshi has provided that online and in the real world with the Volti card, and you can use that the same day. What I was saying earlier about, a lot of people aren't comfortable jumping into cryptocurrency because they're afraid they won't be able to jump out. And I encourage it. Jump in, try it out, jump out. And when you realize what you had, you're going to want to come back. I'm fully confident in that, because there's no other project that's going to cover you from head to toe. I mean, if you ever worked for Walmart, man, they sell stuff they sell everything you need to live and die. You can buy everything from diapers and baby blankets, and you can literally buy a coffin on Walmart.com. And, that clicked to me one day. I was like, I'm looking on Walmart's app, and it's like, let's see, I can buy anything from diapers, and then I can choose if I want a coffin or if I want a vase for my ashes. I'm like, man, I got to get out of here. I got to find something new.
Wow, yeah.
I'm not going to work for this company and die for this company, and I'm just a number. You don't even feel like a human being. You don't feel like the human element in life itself when you work your whole life and you're not there for your family. You're just a paycheck. You're a cog in the machine. And don't get me wrong, I want to provide for my family. That's my whole drive. But I don't want to do it as a mechanism. I want to do it as a human being. Like he said, I want to wake up one day and just go for a walk with my wife. I want to, carry my kid on my shoulders while I'm still young enough and able, not after I've made it, become established, and my body's so broken, and my kid weighs, 150 pounds because he's a grown man. I want to be able to enjoy that while they're still young, while I'm still young enough to enjoy things.
What you got, Stevie?
I liked when Moped said he started working at 14. I did too. I think I was 12 or 13. I worked at a fishing bait shop counting worms and grubs and things like that for, like fishing tackle or fishing bait. And what's my point of this? Yeah, inflation. You need like 6 people working full time to make the same income that our parents did in like the 70s or 60s. The income to just living expense ratio has diminished to just an insane amount. Like, I've worked in entertainment now since like the late 90s, and I'm still struggling. Even with an Emmy nomination and going to the Emmys and doing all this red carpet bullshit, there's still no guarantee that you'll get another contract. I'll still get contracts, but it's, you have to build relationships with directors and producers and other showrunners on these TV shows and movies. But just working for other people in that way, it's ridiculous. And no matter what your career is, this world is getting very, very difficult to just survive. Just basic survival has become so stressful that everyone on this call is probably experiencing some level of just hypertension, and there's always that feeling of being unsettled or not feeling 100% safe, because you never know like when your job is going to end or get laid off or your income is going to break up. I'm constantly like going on food stamps between jobs because I need the support, and I'm 45 years old and I'm still doing that shit because Los Angeles is a crazy place to live, and it's impossible to be alone and support yourself as a single person without a partner, But I'm still doing that today, going on and off, constantly changing my health insurance from like Medicare, Medi-Cal to, a policy that works for me. But every 6 months I'm changing health insurance. Like, I look forward to the day where I don't have to do that. And VOLT-INU will make that happen.
Stevie, you have a comment over here in the space cabin. Shug says you can have your own movie studio one day, Stevie.
That's the goal. I'm going to put Netflix out of business and Disney out of business. I'm going to build the entertainment industry protocol that's going to get rid of all the unions. It'll be set up almost like an MLM, where profit sharing is equal distribution for all people involved based on what your contribution is, whether you're an actor or actress or producer, director, editor. All the roles are going to have a percentage of profit share for each project, each movie. And I'm going to build that studio in that whole income distribution program, similar to a diversified commission structure. And that will change the industry. That alone will change the industry and put all these other studios out of business.
It's a rat race, y'all. No matter what industry you're in, no matter what profession it is, it's just like work till you die. And then I don't know what's on the other side, but apparently it's supposed to be a lot better. But this life is supposed to be sweet as well. You got to think smarter and not work harder. That's for sure. And that's what we're doing here today. And we're definitely something bigger. We're a part of something bigger than ourselves. I can tell you that right now. And you know that. Y'all are going down in history. Doesn't matter what we say or not. Everyone's going to remember the VOLT-INU Army. They might forget our names, but we're never going to be forgotten. Not whatsoever. Because how can we? How can we? Vaultoshi has this set up with all utilities helping other crypto projects. You know what I mean? The exchanges are using our utilities. What more could you want in a project? I'll tell you one thing, Moped, you were talking about, like it's like, I know what y'all are talking about. One time I had a choice. It was a fork in the road. We've talked about those before as well. It's like you're going to choose one or the other. It's a literal fork. It's that moment, not the butterfly effect moments. It's that moment. Like, what are you going to do? What side are you going to pick? What are you going to do? And so I've had one of those moments where I had no other choice but to make what I was trying to do work. And it worked. It was something with my mind that just clicked and turned over and was like, you have no other choice. You have to make this work. If you don't make this work, you're going to be stuck. And you have no other choice but to make this work, period. And I understand that feeling. I don't know how it is to be a male, you know, head of the family. I can't even imagine what y'all go through. That's hard. Single moms, woo, owning businesses. Y'all are doing the damn thing. Be proud of yourselves for sure. Be super proud of yourselves because y'all are doing something about it. You feel uncomfortable about something and you're taking care of it. What you got, Moped?
Well, I don't want to skip Walter Draco. I just wanted to touch on what you said real quick. I think it's like the way civilization and society as a whole has shifted. I don't think the burden is just on the males anymore. Everybody's going through the changes all across the world in every country. Traditional values are not what they used to be, and the current generation, all of us, the Gen Z, Gen X, well, not Gen Z is going to have their own problems that they're going to have a solution, just like we're trying to do right now. We're trying to develop solutions and adopt projects and, you know, methods to get us through the current changing, you know, atmosphere that's going on right now. I don't know a better way to say it. Forgive me for a lack of better words, but you know, I write up tires and I'm a service writer and I sell tires to customers and stuff. And I've watched single mothers have to make those hard decisions between, you know, on their finances, buy one tire, but replace one bad tire or none, or, you know, you need two, I can only get one. And I'll come back next, and man, it's hard. You see the general population. It does something to me. It breaks my heart and stuff. And I want to be in a position that I can, you know. The reason I'm in VOLT is because I have a humanitarian mission. I want to, you know, I can't save the whole world, but I can sure leave it in a better light than I found it. And I want to create businesses, and I want to create a sustainable stream of revenue that I can fund charities. And I'm learning, I'm getting financially educated on, you know, charitable organizations and how taxes work and everything. And I want to do something that actually changes people's lives. And man, you know what? I found a lot of that knowledge here in VOLT. A lot of Gen Token spaces and Ladybug, they host excellent spaces. It's not really financial advice, but it's access to resources. You know, VOLT has given me so many opportunities I would have never had growing up without any guidance whatsoever. Before I met my wife, I was just drifting through life working. You know, it was insane. And now I have that extra shoulder to bear, you know, that extra weight on my shoulders. And man, think of all these single mothers. You know, the women have it real hard too, not just the guys. It's getting wild and crazy. And this bull run is not going to be like any other bull run. This is going to be the most opportunity that I have ever seen growing up in over 30 years. You have access to information in the palm of your hand. I remember when cordless phones became a thing. When the internet, you know, just your average everyday citizen didn't have internet. And you know, we're utilizing what we have at this moment, and we have no idea what's to come for the following generation. What is my kid going to have to do to figure his way out? Well, I can be that provider, and I can give him more opportunities. Crypto is so cheap. And when you have a project like VOLT that is so accessible for any income, you have more opportunities. If you come from a lower standard of living, I don't want to just say poor, but a lower standard of living, you don't have that many chances with, working with what you got, because a lot of the franchises and, starting a business from the ground up, it's expensive, and most people only get 1 to 2 shots. Most people only have, a real window of opportunity 5 to 7 times in their life. I think Shaquille O'Neal said that. I could be wrong, but man, with crypto and Volt being so affordable, if you just got a little bit here and a little bit there, you have so many opportunities. And when the super cycle comes just next year, I couldn't tell my past self when I was 18 or when I was 12, I was going to be here and I was going to have these opportunities. And it's just something I think on. It weighs on my mind.
Thank you, Moped. Thank you so much. Walter Draco, you had your hand up.
Thank you, Spacechick. Moped mentioned a few times, like I mentioned on your space many months ago, it seems like we have a lot of Volt investors on the same frequency, because we learn from our beloved leaders, Watoshi. Watoshi has the biggest heart. I mentioned many times, and if you can do some research and then prove me wrong. I mentioned before that he paid utility bills to an average person, even not a Volt investor. And on Pablo Live Show, he secretly provide provide fresh water for people in a third world country. And that's the reason why I do a lot of good deeds, because my religion only believe in karma. What's go around, come around. You do good things will come to you tenfold. So I mentioned too on your show maybe like 5-6 months ago from the beginning, Spacechick, that Watoshi is a person with the biggest heart, and he has an amazing ability to create a generational wealth for the poor, like Moped just mentioned earlier, the unfortunate, the people that doesn't have millions of dollars like us. We can invest as much as we can on it, but we have the biggest heart. We might not have a lot of money, but we have a lot of heart. So Watoshi is creating an army of, we call the World Army. If you listen to every single one of us speaking, every one of us have the same size of heart, that we want to do good things for humanity. We want to do this and we want to do that. Watoshi cannot do it by himself and do it alone. So he needs an army to make a big dent to this poverty. Humanity, the whole world is so bad. Everybody around the world is in dire need. So Watoshi have a solution, is to create an army of humanitarian Volt army. That's how I see it. So there is nothing going to go wrong by investing in a technology like Watoshi create and investing of a developer with the biggest heart. That's why I'm all in Volt. Last time when we moved the migration, he has millions of dollars that he can walk away. But no, he gave us every single penny back, and he been even work harder than us. So connect the dot and do your own research. If somebody just new involved, do your own research and look at the link tree, look at the partnership, look at the utility that Watoshi provide, and that's the best I can do. The bull run is around the corner. I'm not a financial advisor. The time is getting closer and closer. You gotta do it soon. And, pick your champion, like Pablo said, pick your champion. That will make a generational wealth, and Watoshi will rescue us. That's how I see it. Thank you.
If I could just touch on that real quick. He's absolutely right. And exactly what he said is the reason I say it doesn't matter how big your bag is, because we move together. big bag, small bag, feet on the ground is still movement.
Let me see. Yes. Boss fam, you're up next.
Hey, let's just shift a little bit. Guys, I've been listening to a lot of BlackRock's CEO, chairman. He'd be saying that Bitcoin will transcend all currency international. If this man that moves a lot of money, even he's one of the top shareholder of stock in MicroStrategies. That's where you got Micro Saylor talking so bullish about Bitcoin that in 2024 he feels that Bitcoin will hit up to $350,000 a token. Then you have him holding 5% of Tesla stocks. He's one of the major top holders. When this dude gets involved in crypto, and he's so bullish in his stance in crypto, and I've also been listening to a lot of his comments throughout the interviews. So I encourage you, the guys, to watch a couple of his interviews where he has on TV with Fox. He says that he's looking into invest in a lot in AI technology and robotics. You have a project that is still in its infancy and is still building. And Satoshi posted a tweet not too long ago where it says that all the technology that we have in hand, the utilities, still need a major upgrade, a 10x upgrade. So can you imagine when the ETFs get approved, BlackRock is in the space, we're here in Web3, and sees a VOLT logo, half meme, half blue chip, but with the power to move markets. What do you think these big corporations and institutions are going to do? They're going to try to go after your tokens. They're going to go after the supply. That's what Satoshi's, when he said, you think there'll be enough supply for this bull run? And then today he posted some guys in Lambos and said, when you vote in the bull run, you got a little taste of what this token could do when this thing starts running on the weekend. Shoot, I was one of them just jumping up and down in joy to see it and to just get a little taste of it. Not having the ETFs approved yet. And remember, next month is the You're the Dragon in China. China's so bullish about its stance in crypto. And if you follow the markets, China is trying to get their ETFs approved too. I wouldn't be surprised if China gets their ETFs approved too. So guys, follow smart money. Look where the money is shifting. Look at these CEOs, how bullish they are and their stance of cryptocurrency. You have a token here that is made and designed for the people. Have you heard Sean, Moped, Wolf's Dragon, myself? I heard Just Philosophy's testimony of their daily struggles, how this is their only hope. This is my only hope as a single father, as also a person that's trying to make it. We all got tired of being rugged and pulled, got tired of being scammed. But Toshi's bringing something and putting it in your plate so you can eat, not just you, but your whole family and the whole Web3 communities. He's designing a project that's here for everybody, for the whole crypto space. So you're buying a token at a fraction of a price, the whole token. Imagine if you could go back in time and Bitcoin was presented to you again, and you heard when that moment you heard about Bitcoin, when it was launched, it was a price of a fraction. It was $3.09 per token in 2009. Ethereum was at 31 cents when it was launched. Volt, you got it at 6.0. Don't wait to buy where a billion costs you 50,000, 100,000, 75,000. Who knows? Don't wait to be that person in line to try to get a piece of that pie. Where you could buy the whole token at a fraction of a cent. Don't wait till we hit that dollar, because what Toshi goal is to get us to that dollar, to be the number 3, to get to top 10. And with everything that Watoshi is designing so far as I speak, everything is flawless. It's from the AI SparkBot, from the VOLT-INU SparkBot that goes into the blockchain. Tell me what crypto has designed a AI technology bot that goes into the blockchain, sweeps up the airdrops, comes back home and unloads, and then buys the token and burns the dragon. Tell me what token is doing that. You're not gonna find it. You know, but Toshi's changing up the game. He's making it easier for us, for the people, because a lot of us here are struggling day to day. Like, you know, you hear these stories of Sean and everybody's story at Moped. You know, but Toshi's giving us a shot through this project, through this currency right here. This is the people's token. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't wait till tomorrow. You know, but Toshi's vision is bigger. We can only scratch the surface. We don't know, but we've seen everything that he's done and the capability of what he's been building. And not even hitting the 2 years tomorrow. He's already built the whole game and Steam. He's already built the bot. He built an AI to Voltigo bot that goes into the blockchain. He's built the DEX that makes all cryptos deflationary. He's thinking about the future. He knows that the world is only going to be getting costly. We live in an inflation world. Everything is getting pricier by the day. And here you have a token that's deflationary. It's fighting against the inflation. Scarcity is gonna hit a scarcity point where it's gonna hit a supply shock. So don't wait. Load up your bags, man, and hodl.
He's right. Things are getting more expensive, and it's out of control. I watch every day people put groceries back. They're buying $30 to $50 of groceries at a time. And when I write up customers to sell them tires, and they just, you're not going to get a tire for less than $100. And we have a lot of people putting things back. You need groceries. It's debatable that you need transportation. That's all really subjective based on where you live and where you work and everything. But you have to eat. And if people are putting groceries back with the intentions of only spending $20 to $50 at a time, just getting by until the next paycheck, and you need 2 tires, man, that's $200. And that's with discounts and taking advantage of, you know, sales and doing your homework, and, you know, and you're compromising things. Hey, Volta.
You go ahead, Moped. Hello?
Yeah,
You go ahead.
I don't know. I was just touching on what Bossman was saying, and you know, it's very expensive, and right now the general population is not able to. I mean, I pretty much said what I wanted to say. It's just you have people compromising, you know, what to choose, what not, you know, putting groceries back, something you absolutely need, and a lot of people, the jobs are. I don't care what the jobs report are saying. There's people holding signs and they're willing to work. They're willing, you know, they're trying. And then you have Voltoshi who's here to help you, but you got to help yourself too. He's giving you all these options right in front of you. You just need to, you know, look into it, do some research on it, and find out if, you know, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you can put $20 aside, what could that do you in 2 years? Even if you just tucked it away and hid it and forgot about it. Because nobody wanted to buy, well, a lot of people didn't want to buy Bitcoin when it had zeros behind it and everything. And now that they've come around and they see what it became and the potential of the application and the uses, and then, you know, Bitcoin's fantastic for what it has done, for what it was made for. It exceeded everybody's expectations. And then here you have a project that has exceeded all expectations in its infancy. And it has so much to offer. Just think about that for a second. You have you have a dev that has found every single problem with crypto and developed an individual solution like a module. And then when you combine those modules together, the benefits and the use case just exponentially scales.
Walter Draco, did you have your hand up?
Thank you, Space Chick. This is not financial advisor. This is just my opinion. And this is why I picked my champion. Volt is my champion. And I like to connect the dot. And I like to put, things into perspective. If somebody new into Volt, I don't know if you remember, way back when Volt was less than 100 million market cap, we have the three general, Ozzy, Pablo, and Powell went to New York, to interview in a building in New York at NASDAQ exchange. You can name me a crypto project that interview on NASDAQ and air on Newsmax and some other station, TV station. And for me, when I see something like that, and I mentioned many times before, I ask, who is Satoshi, right? There are projects have billions of dollars, but they don't have an ability and the connection, the partnership to be able to interview on NASDAQ in person. So just connect the dot, right? Last year, we have a Chainlink, SmartCom and Chainlink, and Volt has a booth inside, sponsor by Chainlink, right? You talk about connection. Look at connection. Who is Satoshi, right? If you're an average token developer, they don't even talk to you. They are the big league, You have to come to their caliber for them to talk to you, right? And we have Volt they compare Volt to Shiba and Doge. That's in the very early days by Benzinga, Yahoo Finance, right? They compare us to the big league. They're not talking about the little league, right? So who is Satoshi, right? A month and a half ago, we have an alpha we have an AMA, I think Space Chick and YL was on AMA with Poloniex, which is Poloniex. When we list on Poloniex, they refer us to Huobi, which is HTX. We got list for free. That could be hundreds of $1,000s of listing fee, but we got list for free. And they gave us an alpha that Poloniex and HTX probably plan to use our VOLT card, right? Could you imagine? Those are the top tier. So if they decide to use our VOLT card, what if the other top tier exchange that they don't have VOLT card? What about their customer, their clients? They want VOLT card. Of course, they either come and get the VOLT card from us, or the client is going to move to Poloniex or HTX. So connect the dot. And OKX is a top tier exchange. We didn't even get listed on OKX yet, but OKX already partnered with us, 4 or 5 months ago? What do they see about us? That's why they want to partner with us. Like Satoshi, he sent out a tweet last time with an iceberg. We can see just the top of the iceberg. We don't know anything underneath. So that's all I have to say, Volt fam. And I have to take off. I gotta, I'm at work and voting at the same time. But remember one thing, Volt fam. Satoshi doesn't like to play firework in the rain. Thank you, and I will catch you up later on. Thank you, Space Chick. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Walter Draco. We love you. Thank you so much. We know you're vaulting from work as well. So faithful, everybody coming every single day, all day long. New people coming in. I have to bring up and close this out, everybody, pretty quick because we got El Musa, VOLT-INU Road to $1 coming up, and I want to hear some last words from y'all. But I was taking some notes while everybody was talking, and there's some things that I would like to say. The prices are going up. Inflation is crazy. Everything Moped has said, Sean said, it's all true. You all, women and men, know exactly that feeling. I can guarantee probably 99.9% of us understand. Putting stuff back, or, should I patch my tire and then replace this one? I'll just patch it. I got 2 more weeks on it, maybe. I don't know. But that sort of struggle, those daily struggles, those are real. And that's why Voltoshi's here creating utilities like VoltiCard. He's like, here, take it. Take it so you can spend the money. Take it for your families. Here's this card so you can spend it. And then here's SparkBot so you don't lose money. I don't want you to lose money. Here's the SparkBot. Use it. He has so much to offer. VoltiChange, let me help burn the supply, because so y'all don't have to rely on anybody ever, and the supply will always go down. He has something for everybody. AI, VOLT-INU, being able to live off of that. VoltiFlex, being able to live off of whatever VoltiFlex has coming. My goodness, look at the roadmap. There's a forecast of what he's doing. It's not promises, it's what he's delivering. I love what somebody said. They said that earlier. And then also painting yourself in a corner. You have nowhere to go. You got to get out. This is your way out. Of course, none of this that we said today was financial advice, but we've been watching this project, doing our research, and trust me, a lot of us know this project inside and out. I'm telling you, pretty much every single lightning bolt and dragon in here. Yeah, every single one of them, I would say. Go on the voice chat, ask your questions, check out all the official links. But you know how we were talking about daily struggles, how much things cost. Moped even threw out some prices. And that amount of money, right, we were talking about $200. Did you see those buys coming in the other day? That wasn't retail investors. Those were not retail investors. That was something else. That was something bigger. That was a spark that everybody needed to see. Like, hey, wait a second. This isn't like my friend down the street putting in $4,000. This isn't like, even your bosses, some of them can't even do that. It's crazy how much people are getting paid and how much stuff costs. That's why you're making the decision this Christmas, even if you see a dip, you're making the decision to know, hey, let me try this out. Give yourself a chance. Give your family a chance. Check out VOLT-INU, all the utilities that Voltoshi has to offer. And that VoltiCard, for one, oh my gosh, they're going to have to use it. Everyone is going to vault. And that's what Voltoshi knows. He's smiling. He's sitting back. He's kicked back. Like, I got this. But no, he's not kicking back, everybody. He's not kicking back. I'm just joking. He's at work. He's working really hard. And so is the Vault Army, with all these spaces that we, participate in, all these friends that we're making out here. Please keep in mind that my story, what I told you at the beginning of this space, was I went out to a different community and they were super rude. They were super rude to me. And they actually, with such a low market cap and just getting started out, I don't think that was very smart. I don't think anybody should ever have a chip on their shoulder. We're out here all in the same boat and we're going to run into each other. So just be nice. Golly. And we have utilities to offer everybody in the space. So make sure while we're tagging, Vault and everything, we get out of our bubble. We start tagging these other communities so they know, and they see it enough. Hey, they're not out here trying to, compete. They actually got something that can help us. Let's take a listen, or let's take a look and see what they got. But yeah, everybody, those buys, that was not retail investors. Those definitely were not. We learned about Coin One today. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that. Thank you so much, D-Man, for coming up here and telling us that. And are you ready? Did you feel that FOMO? Did you feel it? You should know, with how you were feeling during that time, if you are comfortable with the bags that you have now. I know you can always have more Volt. You always need to get more Volt. That's how we always feel. But How were you? Were you sitting pretty that day? Were you like, all right, this is fun, being able to watch these banners pop up? Or were you kind of like, oh my gosh, I need to do more. I haven't met my goal yet. I haven't. It's okay. Everybody will get there. All right. Let me get some last words from Moped, Just, Stevie, and then Boss, if y'all are able to. Moped, would you like to start us off with your last words, sir?
Yeah, I just, this morning at apparently Volt's space, I want to say I used the term, I developed some kind of diamond eyes. Like, it just became clear. I felt like I had some kind of an epiphany when I realized just how the Volt project is pieced together and how it works, to my understanding. And that's just it. It's just only what we know about. There's a lot we don't know about and a lot to come. And I've noticed the momentum of the project picking up rapidly. And I know there's no timeline, no deadline for anything that Voltoshi has mentioned, because I know he's only going to release utilities and updates and such when it's the most beneficial time to the project. I feel like there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but a lot of things I don't know about. And I'm just going to leave you with that. You know, see, look what's laid out on the table for you. And if you piece that puzzle together, like I think I have, it's incredible. It leaves you in awe. It just leaves you struck. You're just like, you want to tell somebody. You want to run out the front door, arms flailing. You want to ask your neighbor, hey, does this look right to you? So that's what I wanted to say. That's my opinion. And I'm glad I'm in a project that I can just sit back in the chair and say, it's working. It worked. When we had that little pump, that little 100% pump, it's just, you know, it's not going to stop. I don't think it can be stopped the way it was set up. So I'm going to pass it on.
Oh, thank you, Moped. Thank you so much for coming up to speak. We love hearing you. You had a very nice comment about you here in the space cabin. Hold on, I gotta find it. Let me see here. It was like, yep, it's true. One second. Pretty much they were saying that you're one of the greats. People are going to be hearing you talk, Moped. They're going to be hearing you talk. They're going to hear you. Yeah. Let me see. Moped bullish. He's going to be a known player in this crypto space. Had to share that with you, Moped. And now we got Ken Bussey coming up here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Ken's like, wait a minute. And then we'll go.
Find something to hold on to. Ken's vaulted.
I know. I bet. I can feel him already through the screen. Ken, what's up?
What up, Vote Army? Love Space Chick. Hey, everything is going perfectly planned. Otoshi vision is going along as it needs to go. If you see an opportunity, bounce in, get the dip, and you already know, he already showed you signs that this thing can go at any second. Bam. So don't worry about chasing, just DCA, dollar cost average, and just be consistent, and you will be okay in this project. What people try to do, they try to time the market. It's time in the market. It's a time being voted. That's the way you do the perfect timing, the perfect execution for financial wealth, breaking generational curses. That's how you get it. Not coming in and say, hey, what's going on, guys, when you just see a couple candles.
Sorry, Ken. Sorry, I forget my speakers off sometimes. I mean, it's on sometimes. Sorry.
It's like, you know, we have to be embedded. To be a soldier in the army, you have to be down. You have to have grunt work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you put that grunt work in, it pays off in dividends. Okay? The people who keep looking over their shoulder and wondering and bag hopping, those are people that don't make it. Those are people who just see the story, but are not really going to be the real heroes of the story. The real champions of the story is the one that picked the right champion, and they made sure that when Vitoshi said, "Hey, load up," we load up. When Vitoshi said, "Hey, check out SparkBot," we checked out SparkBot. When Vitoshi says, "Watch these videos," we watch these videos. He's lining up accordingly every way that we need to move in this army to be successful. He already knows what's going down. He already knows the end game. He already knows what he's on track to. When you have somebody who has the inside track of what's going down, all you got to do is follow the program. If VOLT don't work, crypto don't work. And all crypto ain't working. Know that. VOLT is our Bitcoin.
Woo, Ken! You got me all goosebumpy over here. Man, Ken. You got Big Ken, the man. That's what they're saying here in the space cabin. Thank you, Ken. We need that. We need that. We love that energy. He did. I have it pulled up here. Vault it up. Load up. I love how you said that, Ken, because we always talk about people know stuff in the background, right? People know stuff we don't know. He knows something. He knows something. When is he ever, he's bold about things that he says, yes, but when does he ever say this? Vault it up, load up. Bob, we got Bob requesting. Let me see here. Just Philosophy, do you have any words that you would like to give us, sir, right now?
Absolutely. Thank you for hosting this space. It's a pleasure. My feet are to the ground. My head is to the sky. My hands tweet vote. My eyes see vote. My mind thinks vote. My heart pumps vote. My hands, they grab vote. My legs run towards vote. My ears hear vote. My mouth speaks vote. It's all VOLT-INU. The atmosphere is filled with vote. The world will vote. Your neighbor will vote. Your hairdresser will vote. Your barber will vote. Your mechanic will vote. Your chef will vote. We live in a voted world. And we're going to get voted pearls, voted gems, voted cars, voted things, because we're voted kings as well as voted queens. See, remember the mission. It's always been, and it's 50 billion in the market cap. $1, nothing less. Top 3 cryptos of the world. You got to really be convicted for that. You got to really, really aim for that. You can't hit a target that you cannot see. We're nearing the anniversary. It's very important times for us. Don't get lazy or complacent or take everything for granted, because opportunities do expire. You got a taste of that here recently. Thank you, Space Chick. You know we love the show. And last thing before I go, you asked about your favorite space. My favorite space will always be We on Saturdays. Yep, that's my special place. My heart resides there. And it always will be. No knocking no other spaces. But We on Saturdays is the one for me. Yep. Thank you to everyone who showed up today. Continue to show up on each day because the blessing is on a certain day and we can't tell you that day, but if you're present on that day, congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom all the time. We love you. And yeah, we own Saturdays. There's just something special about it. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe, everybody. Got to check it out. Don't miss it. Bob with his hand up. Bob, what you got?
Hey, Space Chick. Beautiful space. I joined it late, but I'm catching up, and I'll definitely catch the replay to catch the first part. I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody in here. And there's a lot of, I see a lot of names in here that, you know, work hard and believe in the vision. And not only do they talk the vision, but they walk the vision. You know, they are VOLT-INU. They are a member. And shout out to Just, Mount Moped, Stevie, Gangbangers, and Ken. Ken made me. Ken had a bullish statement there. A couple of them actually, and I really liked them, especially the timing the market instead of time in the market. There's a difference. It's the same with this project. You can sit on the sidelines and watch and read, or you can put your time in this project. You know, become part of the vision. Become part of the story. Don't read about the story. Be part of the story. Join us. Get your own chapter in this beautiful story that Voltoshi's writing. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate you, sir, and everything you do. Another OG. We got a lot of OGs in here, and we talk about how important that is. It shows a lot to me. It should show a lot to you out here in this space if you're just coming in. People have not left, and for very, very good reason. We're going to close out with Stevie, but there's one thing I want to say today before we go into the anniversary tomorrow, because tomorrow it'll be too late. If I say it then. I just wanted to say that three things. Voltoshi is worried about security, of course, all the time. He will put something out whenever he feels that it needs to be put out, whatever it is. Security is his number one priority. Doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter what month it is. It doesn't matter what year it is. He's going to worry about security first. So that story, I'm going to remind y'all again of those people who had billions upon billions upon billions of VOLT-INU that sold 2 months prior before he released VOLT-Change because they thought they knew better. Don't let that be you. And let me tell you one more thing. That nurse that wanted just 100 million Shiba Inu. He just wanted 100 million Shiba Inu. He said, that's all we need. That's all I need. And look what you can get. Look what you can get for just $50, for $60. It's crazy. It's wild. That man spent like $1,000 or more on that 100 million Shiba Inu. So always keep that in mind, everybody. Always keep that in mind. But Stevie, please send us out with some voltage.
Yeah, this is a little mood of some finger-picking guitar. This is the sound of all of your hardware wallets fluctuating in the hundreds of millions of dollars per day in the future. There it is. You're a billionaire. Congratulations.
Oh, Stevie.
Hey, Stevie, did you record that or did you play that live?
I just played that live, yeah. I've been playing that, I'll just pick up a chord progression and play it for, 20 or 30 minutes nonstop while I'm listening. It just goes into a muscle memory, and then your fingers operate like code in a computer program. Compiler.
Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Don't get tired on me now. Run it back. Keep it going. It won't be forever. But I'm gonna need some time. I got some words.
All right, I'll keep it going.
I do see brighter days, and I can't see abundantly. I will not forget all the ways of how much that has come my way. Well, riches, I do claim. Well, riches, I invite you to stay. Come to rest ever so comfortably. I do seek happiness. I do pray for eternal peace. Please, I do beg that you elevate. Oh, army, don't you dare hesitate. Oh, army, don't you dare have fear within me. We shall conquer crypto space. We shall laugh in all their face. We will win the race. All because we do not say I'm yet a man, but I do have plans. I put in work with these hands. I do dream so big, and I will see it through, cause I must do the work I do. I'm truly indeed praying for these. I do see a bright legacy. Oh, army, we shall obtain amazing power in the form of financial gain. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Man, you too. Both of y'all together. We need to clip that. We need to clip it. We need something. We definitely need to have Just Philosophy and Stevie Space again. We need another one of those.
That's called Spoken Word, Words of Wisdom, Galactic Education.
You're getting in the space cabin. You're getting some love. Well done, bro. I love it. Y'all are amazing. We got how it's so hard to say it. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. How do I say this?
That's right. What's up, Vote Army? Just want to step in and say congratulations to the class of 21-22. You guys, man, the ones that are still here, you guys are the pillars, the foundation, the backbone of this project. We've all been crutches for each other during the hard times. We've all celebrated together during the good times. It's been a blessed 2 years for me, man. I've met a lot of people, made a lot of friends without faces, and that's amazing to me. You know what I mean? That's something that doesn't happen, to become so friendly and like family to some people that you never even seen before. And that's what's the most important utility and what's special about VOLT. How we just gel, how we work our problems out internally. And, you know, it's just like a family. What's in the locker room stays in the locker room. And I love that about VOLT. I love that about the 2 years these guys, I've watched it. I've probably been here 18 months, maybe something like that. But the 18 months that I've been here, there's faces that have been here and been constant. They've been battling, they've been busting their ass. And I appreciate it, man. I can't get it as involved as I would like to because I be picking cotton all the time. But big ups to the ones that can, man. You know what we do? We all do what we can. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's super family over here. It's like with a cape on it. And like I said, the guys that have been here and held it strong, proud of you. We still got work to do though, man. So let's get back at it. One love for the Vote Army. Let's do it.
Let's freaking go. Let's go, Vault Army. You got me pumped up today. I hope everybody took their green pill because we had all these speakers out here that were putting them out there, throwing them out there. I hope you were taking them. There was so much knowledge that was dropped during this space. What a beautiful, beautiful Monday green pill refill day. I love it. I love it. And don't forget to check out in the space cabin if you want to ask your questions. Feel free to come over here. Don't forget, y'all, we got our 2-year anniversary coming up tomorrow. A lot to be grateful for, a lot to celebrate, and the Vault Army is definitely one of them, and Vaultoshi, of course, the number one. All right, everybody, thanks so much. Oh, Moped, what you got? What you got, sir?
If I'm, for my time zone, it's what, 10 hours for the 2-year anniversary?
Ooh, what? Oh, yeah. You're right.
I plan to meet every space. I want to be there in the early hours. I don't want to miss a thing. I just wanted to bring, you say tomorrow, and that goes in the back of people's head, and they're like, oh, well, I got till tomorrow. We have 10 hours to the 2-year anniversary. That's all.
He said load up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He said load up. Vaultoshi said it. He said it the day before the anniversary. We're just putting it out there. I hope y'all are picking up what the Vault Army's putting down. We just, as you can tell, we love this project a lot. And our dev. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to the VOLT-INU Daily Dose Monday. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we have El Musa, VOLT-INU Road to $1 coming up next. And thank you, Just Philosophy, for sharing that vaulted calendar. Check out all of these spaces. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.